Hey again, this is Morris Jackson, and today we're going to focus on a really cool topic. It's about how to approach women. So in lesson 2, we're going to talk about how to approach women. A lot of guys wonder how to approach women and how to open up a conversation with her. Now this is understandable, as the thought of approaching an extremely attractive stranger would frighten even the most brave pickup artists. So today we're going to learn about two things you need to keep in mind when you're considering approaching that attractive woman. First of all, number one, entering her bubble, and number two, the timing. So let's look at number one, entering their bubble. Now, events of people that would stunt the flow of your engagement in conversation with that woman means entering her bubble. So let me explain. People in our world live within their own reality, and it is so little, and we live in a little bubble that we create for ourselves. Now, everyone has their own bubble, and people interact within that bubble. So that means chances are, unless you know of an attractive woman in your life already, and that you engage in constantly, and you're not in her bubble. So how do you enter her bubble? So it's really not hard. All you need to do is say something with her that everyday people say to each other, and she'll instinctively react to you. You could say things like, hello, hey there, wait a second. Now, the reason why these words work so well, because once someone says something along the lines of that to you, you'll immediately think in your head, this person wants to tell me something. And then you will give your attention to them for a second. Saying hello is good for most situations, because it's neutral and not aggressive. Just remember, when you are about to enter their bubble, make sure you engage in eye contact before you say hello. Otherwise, she might raise up a bit shield because she didn't see you coming. However, hello in itself is not a very effective opener, I must admit. It may also come across as a bit, socially awkward if not delivered correctly, because it's somewhat formal in a sense and very impersonal. That is why, hey there, is much more useful for most circumstances, and that is why it is better and easier to use, and it's more acceptable for everyone, as it makes the interaction less formal and personal. Now, the importance of time constraints. Now, why are time constraints important? Well, most people in the world who live in their own bubble like to see themselves as being busy. That is why you don't want to come across as a person who is just there to waste their time, and you want to let her know that you have things going for yourself as well. That is why you need to give her the impression that you're going to leave any moment, and you will be able to lower her defense. Now, it is this moment in slight lowering of her bit shield that lets you display your personality to her in a way that she's going to be interested in you. So some good time constraints are, hey, I can't stay for long, or hey, I gotta get back to my friends, or hey, I have to run. But now, if you add these words in your opening, you let her know that you don't intend to stay there for very long. Thus, you lower her defense against you. But you know that once you're in, you might choose to stay and end up asking for her number. She just doesn't know that yet. So, here are some example openers. Hello, I can't stay too long, or hey there, I gotta get back to my friends, or wait a second, I have to run, but. Now, once you know these simple things, you can enter anyone's bubble easily without being rejected outright, and you won't even come across as a sleazy pickup creep. Now, timing. Whether it would be convenient for you to approach her, or she might reciprocate favorably. Now, timing is absolutely essential, because the quicker you can approach a beautiful woman after you first notice her, the better. A lot of people in the seduction community often talk about the 3-second rule. That is, once you see a woman you might be interested in, you approach her within 3 seconds of seeing her. Now, the theory goes behind this. The theory works like this. The longer you wait and stare at the woman you are attracted to, the more time you give yourself and your brain to find excuses to talk yourself out of approaching her. So what is the best time to approach her? Well, make sure she looks like she's not running, to catch a train, or make sure she doesn't seem like she has something important on her mind. For example, she might be crying or something. These are not good situations to pick up a woman. However, if she's, at a bookshop or a bar or a club, and, she looks like she's alone, then chances are she's, open to be approached. Now, the best way to approach successfully is not being able to allow yourself to come across as, trying to approach. You just need to come across casually. So how do you do this? You don't want to scare her, so you just need to walk up to her and speak in a loud voice, but a voice that's very confident. Now, once you say, hey there, this act alone will increase your success rate exponentially. So, I'm going to talk about the different type of approach openers. Now, first of all, this is the structure of how an approach works, but let's talk about the types of approach openers. First of all, there's the compliment opener. Now, this is a type of opener that most pickup artists shy away from using. The reason for this is because it's being used a lot, and a lot of supplicating guys try it too much, and it just makes you look like a loser. So you don't want to, come up with a straight compliment like, "Wow, you're pretty," or "You're really hot," because that's just going to make you look like a loser. However, that's not to say it won't work if you can pull it off correctly. After all, everyone loves flattery, so just make sure you don't say things that will make other men, that make you sound like other men. The trick is compliment her about something that is unique to her and that's not related to her physical appearance, because most guys would have said this already. Don't say, "Oh, you're so beautiful, can I take you out sometime?" because you just come across as a guy who just wants sex. Now, this is not very smooth or charming, so you want to shy away from that. You want to let her perceive that you see her far more than her beauty. So how do you do this? Now, there is a structure. Now, this is the structure that you see on your PowerPoint presentation. A, you notice something unique about the woman. Say, for example, you might say she's giving you a good vibe. Say, "Hey there, I just noticed you because I noticed you had a really cool vibe." B, open with a time constraint. I've got to, I can't stay for long, but C, compliment on a trait. "I really like the energy you're giving out. It looks so elegant and graceful. You have a really awesome vibe." D, question. This is where you question her. "So, are you a dancer or anything like that? Like, what style do you do? Because I noticed a lot of girls with that kind of vibe that you have are also very good dancers." Now, this is just one of the many ways you can learn how to approach women. Now, there are other openers, and they are the advice opener. Now, this is where you provide advice for a woman in a way that she'll find you attractive. Or there's a compliment opener, as discussed above. There's a direct opener, where you just let her know you're pretty much picking up on her, because you're just gonna say, "Hey," and pretty much ask for a number straight off. But you have to do it so in a way that you seem confident and you'll be flattering her. There's a drama opener for guys out there who like to provide a bit of drama and put on a show for women. There's an insult opener that you can use for incredibly hot women who have never been insulted by men. There's a joke opener, so you use funny lines to say that actually work. There are online openers, things to say online to make her respond. There are roleplay openers, so you make the interaction a bit of a game where she can enjoy and participate within. And there are situation openers, when you notice something in the situation that she's in and you use that to help you pick her up. Now, to learn more about approaching seduction and dating, why don't you check out my supernatural seduction system that I created that teaches you through audios, videos, and a 3-volume seduction manual. Now, it's not only really, really big in terms of content, it actually really gets you results. The cool thing is you can click on that link below the videos to trial it for $1. So, this is Morris Jackson, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya!